Some say love makes the world go round. Others say all you need is love. But why do you love? Is the love because there's something lacking in your life and therefore you need love? Are you missing something of yourself? Is that why you love? Is it just you're lonely and you want someone else in your life and therefore you have love? Is it some of this, some of that, all of the above? None of the above. Welcome to Tanya today. I'm Rabbi Ronnie Fine, coming to you from Chabad Zichron Kedoshim in Montreal, Canada, where it's a privilege and a pleasure, with great love, to share with you the Tanya. We are in the chapter of love, chapter 32. 32 in Hebrew is the letters Lamed base. Lamed is the numeric value of 30. Base, second letter of the alphabet. So guess what? Second letter, value, numeric value of 2. 30 plus 2 is 32. And Lev means heart. We are studying the heart of Tanya today. At the very core, the heart. Now, the heart has many layers. So when it comes to love, there are many layers of what love could mean to you and to all of us. So we're going to dig down deeper and find the heart of hearts and what that means. True love. Finding your true love. Wouldn't that be wonderful? So the Alter Rebbe, based on previous teachings, has given us an understanding that we're made up of two basic parts. An animal soul, or human soul, if you will, that gives vitality to our body. It is a very self-directed creature. Our body has an agenda, is all for, self-oriented, self-oriented, what's good for me, right? What I like, and the like. That's the body. But then we have a soul that's a part of God. It's not self-oriented, it's God-oriented. It's a part of God. And that's our deeper and truer self, is the soul. So says the Alter Rebbe, if we are able to look at the self-orientation of our body, right, its character quality, its agenda, if you will, and despise it. Not despise your body. Your body is a temple that contains your soul. Not the body itself, but its character quality. The fact that it's self-oriented. The body is self-absorbed. The body only knows its own comfort. The body doesn't know comfort for anybody else. The body only knows its own fulfillment, its own benefit. It doesn't appreciate the benefit that comes to anybody else. Not the body. So if that is something that we We despise that agenda, that self-orientation, right? Self-absorbed. Right? Again, not the fact that the body's a creation of God. No. That we have to respect that. That's why we bury a person when they die. We don't tattoo a body because there's something sacred of the body. The body itself, not the quality of the body or the character of the body or the agenda of the body. No, that is something that if we come to what we've learned till this point and we feel it we scorn that. We despise that nature, that quality. And the soul is what we focus in on, and that's what's important to us. Of course, the soul and body, they come together, so, but, who are you that you exalt in, that you take pride and joy and pleasure in? The body's pleasure or the soul's pleasure? If we're able to come to that level of commitment in our personal lives, that's our focus, right? Then, when it comes from the soul's perspective, who can know the greatness of one person over another? Because we're all rooted in the living God in an equal manner. And the focus over here is speaking about the Jewish people, right? That's right? So even though every soul is unique and different and separate, but raindrops are different, are separate one from the other, but raindrops in the ocean, hey, they're all part of the ocean. So furthermore, says the Alter Rebbe, that first of all, we don't know which soul is greater. And moreover, is that we're actually all equal. Not only equal yet separate, but furthermore, because every soul is, right, is unique. Furthermore, we have all one Father, meaning we have one source. And we all comprise one entity from the soul point of view. Therefore, the conclusion of this, because of the soul, we're like one entity, one being. Therefore, the Jewish people are considered not figuratively as brothers and sisters, but the term here is brothers, right? But literally, in the full sense of the word, that we are related to each other. We're brothers. Right? That's what we are. But that is a oneness that we have, right, from the root source, that we're literally come from the same place, the same trove of souls. So we're like all the same raindrops in the ocean, right? But we don't feel that. Why? Because our bodies are distinct, one from the other. And therefore, because our bodies are distinct, when our most important thing in our lives is our bodies, which means my pleasures, what I like, because what I like that my body enjoys and appreciates, then from that point of view, I love myself. And you're separate from me. And the truth is, we cannot have a real love, because in the end, the needs of my body, bodily needs, animal soul's needs, are what I feel and what I live with. And therefore, I love you in as much as you will be able to give something to me in my life. Whatever you will feed me in my life, give me what I need in my life. So if I'm missing something, I'm lacking something, and you've got something that is meaningful to me and important to me, I love you. I love you for that. Do I love you? No, I love what I have from you. I don't love you. I love me. And I need you. I don't really love you. I need you. Because when it comes from that perspective of the body, because I need from you, then, when you make your body primary and your soul secondary, then the love is based on external factors. But when you make your soul primary, right? So just as I love my soul primarily, that's what's important to me. That's my focus. That's what I'm enamored with me. I've got a Jewish soul. Well, guess what? Another Jew has a Jewish soul, just the same as you. You're rooted in the same place. You have the same soul. And therefore, you love that person just as you love yourself. You love yourself as a Jew. You love them also in that manner. Now, in other words, why do you love your right hand? Do you love your right hand because it does things for you? I write with my right hand. I throw a baseball with my right hand. I do many wonderful things, and I love you. Right? Now, you left hand, I don't love so much because, I don't get so much out of you. Right? At being a righty. Of course, that's kind of foolish, right? Why do you love your right hand? Because it's you, a part of you. It's part of you. It's of you. That's why you love it. Not because it's functionality, not because what it gives you. Because it's you. So the same thing is, the love of a fellow Jew is not because, I gain something from you, therefore I love you. No. I love my right hand because it's me. Not because it does something for me. So a love of a Jew, right? The mitzvah that says to love a fellow Jew as yourself. Well, if you love yourself because you're a Jew, and that's based on your soul, not your body, then I will love another Jew just the same. If I love myself because I'm really, a wise person, I'm really a great, baseball player, right? I'm a great, whatever, scientist, teacher, friend, nice, all-around nice guy. That's what I love about me. By the way, it doesn't mean you don't love those things about yourself or about others. But if that's the beginning of the love, then it's dependent on something. It's not a real inherent love. It's not the depth of love. It's if I am me and you are you, then you are not you and I'm not me. But if I am you and you are me, then I am me and you are you. If we don't sense the soul of ourselves but we sense our achievements. And that's what is our greatness. And that's what gives what we have self-love. Then we will like people who have similar achievements, and we'll love them. Or maybe not, maybe we won't, because it'll be competitive to us. But we'll have an affinity towards them, because that's the things I love about me. So then I'll love that about you. Oh, you're a skier? Wow, number one, that's me. So already we have an affinity. Now, that's where most relationships begin, but that's not where they should end. A deeper level. That's the love that there is between Jews, as we're experiencing around the world today. And what's going on in Israel is that the soul of the Jew is on fire. It's coming out. That bond that there is between fellow Jews, because we share a common, not history, because Sephardic Ashkenazic Jews have a different history. Not because we share a common fate. No, it's much deeper than that. We share a common soul. Av echad lekulana, we have one Father that is the same. We're all literally brothers, not figurative. This is unique to the Jewish people. I don't think that this is something that anybody else lays claim to. What makes a Jew is the fact they have a Jewish soul, that either it comes from God, but it came by way of a Jewish mother, or someone who converts to Judaism according to Jewish law, according to halacha. Then you have a Jewish soul. Right. Now, and that's what defines us. And that's what creates our, oneness. That's not the case. It's not the case of other either faiths or nations. Nations, what makes me a Canadian is I'm, live on the geography of above the 49th parallel and between, the Atlantic and the Pacific. That makes me Canadian. And an Italian, that they're, they have a common ancestry if they're, living in Italy or Greece or wherever and whatever. So it's something extraneous to the person that creates their reality, that creates who and what they are. And even in other faiths and religions, it's because you believe in somebody or in something, and because you believe, therefore you are now, part of that faith group. You're a believer. Here, it's not that way. Even if you don't believe, you're still part of that group. As a matter of fact, if you go up, go up to a Jew, and even on Yom Kippur, and you ask him, well, you believe in God? Okay, it's Yom Kippur, so do you keep kosher? No, trichinosis was a problem in the past, but it's no longer a problem. Do you, believe in the Day of Atonement? Listen, it's tradition, it's important to maintain tradition. So you tell that person, you're not really Jewish. That person would be insulted, might even slap you across the face. I'm as Jewish as you are. How could they be if they are not practicing, not believing even? It's because what defines you as a Jew is a soul, Jewish soul. That's what is our commonality, not our beliefs. From that soul, there emerges beliefs, right? emerges belief, but it emerges from there. It's not what defines it. Other faiths and religions, it's what you believe. So if you believe, you're part. If you don't believe, you're not a part, right? Or grown apart. A Jew can never grow apart. So as Davida asked the question, how can one feel close to a fellow Jew who's self-loathing? Well, it depends why you love yourself. If you love yourself because you're a Jew, not because you're a religious Jew, not because you're a committed Jew, because you're a Jew. Oh, well, they're just the same. They're self-loathing. So that pains. That pains us. And that hurts us. That doesn't mean, pain doesn't mean you don't love them. You do. Thank you for that question. Any other questions? So it's got to start with us. What do I love about me? Will then be dictating what I love about another. Right? Usually, what we love about ourselves is not the essence and core who we are. So therefore, our love for others is also not essential. Right? And that comes from the body rather than from the soul. Those who missed Torah studies last night, great class. TRC was also very special. Get Torah studies on YouTube. Tanya Rabbi. And now Rambam is coming up. We're going to continue our conversation on this. I'm Rabbi Ronnie Fine, coming to you from Chabad Zurich in Kadesh in Montreal, Canada. It's a privilege and a pleasure to share with you the Tanya. Have an amazing, great day. Thank you for joining.